So I would say there are two. I know the question is which is the most pressing, but I'd say there are two because they're deeply related, and they both fundamentally get to whether or not the general public views the criminal justice system as legitimate. One is its size. We just aim criminal law at too many things. And so the fact that both police, but courts and incarceration are asked to solve so many social questions, so many social problems, so many mental health problems, and on and on and on, means that we have just a rapacious consuming, everybody at CCJ knows the stats. One of the largest per capita incarceration rates in the world, certainly the largest of any industrialized wealthy nation. So the size and the hunger of our criminal law system is just too large. Related to that is its racial bias, and those things are deeply related. We aim criminal justice at places where we don't want to invest in solving social problems. And so, of course, our criminal justice system ends up being aimed at things that were social problems when they faced one community, but become read as criminal law problems when they face, in particular, minority communities, obviously the poor. And both those things together mean just as a general matter, the public understandably has much less faith in the criminal law system, even as it relies on it too much. There are really so many, but whether it be students who go to be public prosecutors because they really want to bend the system, students who dedicate themselves to being public defenders, students who join the academy or think about it in terms of their dedication to criminal justice. But if I had to pick the moments that are the ones that are indelibly etched in my memory, they're probably related to my work in the Innocence Project. I have the great honor of being on the board of the Innocence Project. And while I think the days that we spend changing the law to make sure that innocent people don't go to jail are just as important, there are no more emotional and stunning days than exoneration days, when somebody who's been in prison for years, sometimes decades, who's been wrongfully convicted comes home to their mother, sometimes to a parent who's ailing, or comes out to mourn a parent who's died, comes out to their brothers, comes home to their children. Those days are like nothing else. People might be surprised to know that I was a semi-professional soccer player, but that deserves some qualification. So in this case, being a semi-professional just meant that I played in a league where it was legal to pay people to play, so that I could have been paid as a soccer player in that league without being disqualified. Sadly, I was not good enough that anybody was in a rush to pay me to play. But hey, it's a cool thing to say you once held a semi-pro card, so I've got that going for me. I was really honored when some of my writing, both my academic and my public writing, was cited in the case by Judge Shindlin that overturned New York's stop and frisk regime. That was a regime that, as we all know, over-targeted young Black and brown men, literally hundreds of thousands of young Black and brown men being stopped, frisked. And it's not an abstract thing. It's being put up on the hood of a police car. It's having your body invaded. It's feeling humiliated by the police. And it was a program that consistently showed no real results in getting weapons off the street. Indeed, Black and brown men were slightly less likely to have weapons than when white people were searched. I think you can't live in a healthy society where somebody is not spending some time thinking deeply about how we justify our criminal law. And I'm really, really grateful that I get to do that.